A fastball is swung on and missed. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Boy, right down the middle for strike two. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number one.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
In now, Dan Mills. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. Strike three.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Now batting, shortstop, Manny.
Standing in now, Manny Franco, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Two-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. The 0-1 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. The Dodgers down to their final strike. 1 strike from a shutout. Here it comes. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Man, a hitter must feel hopeless against that kind of gas. That final pitch was a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, and this thing is over.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Halos jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Ezra Villarreal earns his first win of the season. Henry Aoki was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Danny Carter retires the side to hammer down the save, his 6th. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Angels.
A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement.
Your attention,
Danny
please.
Carter takes the ball
Now
now in
pitching
inning
for
number
the
9,
Angels.
looking to close the door.
Number 28, Danny Carter.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, Steven Palacios, and they'll need him to get something going here. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Fouled away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
The third baseman.
He's set. Here it comes. And a high strike there. 0-1.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Dominique Osuna will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 8, Dominique Osuna.
And that misses, ball 1. Carter is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless.
Throw to first here is going to be in time as the Angels have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Los Angeles Angels came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Jimmy Lockhart gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Danny Carter hammers down the save, his 7th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Angels. Your
Danny
please.
Carter comes out of the
Now
bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 28, Danny Carter.
Leading off the inning, Leonardo Carrillo, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
They look like they're up against it here. Down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
Again, a nice clean base hit, his 3rd of the game.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make it out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
0-1 the count. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Hubert Larson, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Boston is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Now at the plate, B.J. Moore. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th.
Moore.
And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Leland.
Stepping in now, Leland Sewell. And it's quickly 0-2. And now this crowd of 27,000 plus rise to their feet. Oh, he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of a home crowd. It seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. Los Angeles jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Ezra Villarreal takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Miguel Ibarra was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Danny Carter earns the save out of the bullpen, his 8th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Angels. 7 runs on 12 hits. 2 errors. They left.
Danny Carter takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 28, Danny Carter.
Riding into the box, Hubert Larson. And you may notice the usual closer is not in the game here with the save opportunity on the table.
Yeah, he's worked a few days in a row, Matt, so we were told before the game by the skipper he wanted to avoid using him if possible. So that means they will look to close this thing out without him. Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
He froze him on the breaking ball that time. Hubert Larson becomes the first out in the 9th inning.
Now batting, Right fielder.
Into the box, DJ Moore, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
So it was a strikeout swinging. BJ Moore is retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
A ball and no strikes.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going.
One-0 count. Here it is. Grounder down the line at third.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Seattle, good night.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Los Angeles Angels used the nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Mike McDougal earns his first win of the season. Danny Carter strikes out the side to record the save, his 9th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Angels. Ladies and gentlemen,
Danny Carter comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 28, Danny Carter.
striding in to start the ninth, Nicky Shed, and they'll need him to get something going here. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. The Athletics find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and go, wow, you hit the ball all in the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball.
Now batting.
And now, Pedro Aponte. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Standing in now, Estevan Guzman, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Last strike now for Oakland, and it's fouled away. And now this crowd, right around 34,000 fans, comes to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Some more good work out of the bullpen as he notches his 10th save of the season right there. Nice job.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. Los Angeles took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Ezra Villarreal notches his 3rd win of the year. Danny Carter closes the door for the save, his 10th. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Angels. Ladies and gentlemen,
Danny Carter takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 28, Danny Carter.
Digging in once again, Sam Grace. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 delivery. 0-1 looked like a knuckle curve, and it's 1-1 now.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Lewis Johnson. He singled his last time up. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
So we got him looking there. Lewis Johnson becomes out number 2 in the bottom of the ninth.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Jose.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Los Angeles Angels took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Mike McDougall earns the win, his second. Thomas Green couldn't work out of the third inning, taking the loss. Danny Carter records the save, his 11th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Angels, 6 runs on your
Danny Carter comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 28, Danny Carter.
Ready once again, Sam Grace. And he will not be seeing the usual suspect close this game out, as he's been given the day off by his manager to get a little rest.
Yeah, he's worked a few days in a row, Matt, so we were told before the game by the skipper he wanted to avoid using him if possible. So that means they will look to close this thing out without him.
Grounded to short. Bailey has it, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Into the box now, Lewis Johnson is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
Here's the 0-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Another 0-2 coming. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Stepping in now, Jose Morales, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Texas down to their final strike in this one. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. The Angels took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Joey Dias claims the win out of the pen, his first. Felipe Casto was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Danny Carter hammers down the save, his 12th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score. First for the big. Your attention,
Danny
please.
Carter is on to
Now
pitch out of the
pitching for the
bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 28, Danny Carter.
Next up for the Stros, Dominic Martin. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Dominic Martin.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Dodge is after it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Digging in the switch hitter, DeAndre Keys, and he's about as dangerous as they come. Without a doubt, he's one of the true icons in the sport today. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Flores has got it, and the side is retired. 8-1 is the final tonight. Houston rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one.
Here now
Corey
is our
Fizzler
final
earned his 5th win of
Your attention,
Danny
please.
Carter takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 28, Danny Carter.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, T.J. O'Keefe, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more is swung on and missed. He got him. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead.
The batter, the right fielder,
Fouled off.
Campillo.
One out, nobody on. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Third baseman.
Strike taken up in the zone.
Asimov.
And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. And now a crowd reported at over 28,000 rise to their feet. Hit back up the middle. Bailey is there. Throw to first here is going to be in time as the Angels have earned a sweep here in this brief 2-game series as this ball game is over.
Yeah, it might only be a 2-game set, but listen, it's still a sweep. Hey, man, winners make the rules around here, and they earned it.
5-3, the final score in this afternoon's game. The Halos jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Val Lanier claims the win out of the pen, his first. Danny Carter wraps it up for the save, his 13th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Angels.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Your
Danny
please.
Carter enters from the pen now as they've saved their closer until
Number
this deep
28.
into extra innings.
Danny Carter.
Stepping into the box, Jeff Muller, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Heading out towards shallow right. Flores is there, and that retires the side. 2 runs. And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. The Red Sox swung the bats well with 16 hits.
For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 6.
Danny Carter comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 28, Danny Carter.
Leading off the inning, Paul Kent, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Tough situation, down 1 here on the road, trying to score off one of the game's top closers. They've got their work cut out for him.
0-1 the count. 0-1, here's the pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the ninth. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And you can see that he's had it working here in the first 2 months of the year, currently leading the AL in that category. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Robbie Mesoraco. He singled his last time up.
Mesoraco.
The 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Into the box, Austin Meadows, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he fouls this one off. Last strike now for the Red Sox. Strike 3. Good night, Boston.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of the new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Los Angeles Angels jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Mike McDougal wins his 3rd of the season. Elliot Gribble worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. Danny Carter retires the side to hammer down the save, his 14th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious.
When a star-level player finds himself struggling, he'll also find himself facing the scrutiny of the media and public. An experienced player knows that until he turns it around on the field, there will be no end to the questions and commentary.
Danny Carter takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 28, Danny Carter.
Striding in to start the 9th, Pedro Aponte, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department.
Center fielder, Estevan.
Fouled away.
Guzman.
0-1 count and the pitch. Fastball taken down the middle, and that's strike 2. Carter is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
Into the box now, Tom Adams standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1.
Adams.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Last strike now for Oakland. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Liner toward right center, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Standing in, Mario Cardona. He singled his last time up. No balls and a strike to count. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Yeah, and they know this is going to be a tough stretch on the road. To win the first game of the series has got to feel pretty good. Something to build on for tomorrow.
4-2 the final score tonight. Los Angeles used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Joey Diaz gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Danny Carter strikes out the side to record the save, his 15th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Our final line score, first for the victorious Tide.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
Your attention,
Danny
please.
Carter comes out of the
Now
bullpen to
pitching for
shut
the
things
Angels.
down here in the ninth.
Number 28, Danny Carter.
Leading off the inning, Luis Franco, and they'll need him to get something going here. Strike one to start the
The
at-bat.
right fielder,
Nothing in
Luis
one count. Here it comes.
Franco.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike two. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
Pretty good pitch.
1-1.
Great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering
Up next
play.
for the White
And
Sox,
as you can see, he currently
the second
ranks
baseman,
second in the AL in that department.
Cedeno.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Standing in
Now
now,
batting,
Fletcher
the
Chastain.
designated hitter,
As he'll take a look at a
Fletcher
slider here that finds the zone for strike
Chastain.
1. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield, and he will make the catch to end it. And the Angels will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over. A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. Los Angeles jumped ahead in the
final line
7th inning and
score.
never gave the lead back.
Your attention,
Danny
please.
Carter takes the ball
Now
now in
pitching
inning
for
number
the
9,
Angels.
looking to close the
Number
door.
28, Danny Carter.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, Wesley
off with the
bats as they'll look to get
That's
something going here and even this
Wesley.
game up. 0-1 the count. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Carter, playing here in his age 31 season, has been enjoying a great season, and fans have noticed he's currently leading all closers in all-star votes.
Yeah, this comes as no surprise. This guy is one of the best players in the game, a superstar, and that's what the All-Star game is about. The fans put on display.
Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, Eloy Perez. He'll look to bounce back
Eloy
after striking out his last time up. Sent on the ground out to second. Flores over to his left, into first, and now the Reds are down to their final out here. plate, Carlos Esparza. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth.
Esparza.
Hit on the ground toward the left. To his left, Flores. So the first here is going to be in time as the Angels have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
And tonight's comes to an end, 6-3 the final. Los Angeles took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Ezra Villarreal with his fourth win this season. John McNair struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Danny Carter closes the door for the save, his 17th on the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Angels. 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 18 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at the Big A, 45,477. The Angels once again thank you for attending tonight's game and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you.